Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. I am covering the Moscow, Idaho Bryan Kohberger case. There is a lot of curiosity revolving around Emma Bailey. Emma Bailey, the 22-year-old individual that lived right behind the Moscow, Idaho home. She was arrested, charged with giving fatal drugs to a 22-year-old University of Idaho student named Caden Young. She was with a guy named Demetrius Robinson, and people want to know, is she connected to Bryan Kohberger or the Moscow, Idaho case in any way? And people have been saying that Emma Bailey's case just got dismissed. I looked into it. Yes, it did get dismissed. Two people allegedly connected to March overdose death in Centralia released days before scheduled trial. Emma Bailey, 22, of Moscow, Idaho, and Demetrius R. Robinson, 36. They both had their charges dropped. Why? Was this a jurisdictional issue, or is there something else to it? Will they be recharged in another area? Why was their case dismissed right before scheduled trial? Probably for jurisdictional reasons. Don't know if she'll be recharged or not, or the case go to another county. It seems like, they gave drugs to Caden Young in one area, and then he went to another. It might be a jurisdictional issue. Now, who is Caden Young? A lot of people are wondering about this Caden Young guy, and there's people out there that say, hey, he's an investigative journalist. Which it looks like he was. And people are like, was he trying to report on Moscow, Idaho case, or report on something? And Emma Bailey and Demetrius kind of plotted on him. Who knows? But he was also a football player, a star football player. And I got a rare interview with him speaking. Him, Caden Young, the one that Emma Bailey gave drugs to, speaking. I'm going to share this interview with all of you. Check it out.
All right, I'm here with Emmett senior quarterback Caden Young, who's celebrating I think shocking would be the right word here, a 42-41 win over Middleton. How do you describe that one, man? What's going through your head right now?
I mean, that's definitely one of the craziest games I've been a part of. I've never scored a buzzer beater touchdown, so I could add that to my resume, which is pretty cool. We had great defensive execution there on the last drive to shut them out, and our defense got it done. Really, our offense was not rolling as best we could, but our defense got it done.
I mean, what are you kind of thinking? Because you turn the ball over on downs. I mean, all they basically have to do is actually going back. I mean, you try for the onside, don't get it. They have the ball. All they have to kneel it down. I mean, but then they decide to go for more points for the break the tie, seemingly.
Right.
And then there's a fumble. Like, what are you kind of thinking in that sequence of events right there, man?
I played both ways tonight. So I thought, going in on defense, I kind of thought they were being just a little greedy. Obviously they want to compete just like we do. And our defense, like I said, they stepped up when we needed them most. I had thrown a pick earlier in the game. They came back. They got a turnover for us, and offense took it from there.
Who recovered that fumble? Did you see that?
I think it was Chase Warner. That's number 42.
How big time play was that? I mean, to make a play in that moment, man.
That's as big time as it gets. He saved us right there.
Would you have? I mean, that was kind of a gutsy call on their part to go for more points to break the tiebreaker with Middleton. With Bishop Kelly. Would you have done the same thing? What do you think of their call there? To do that.
At some point you kind of just have to walk away with a W. A W is a W. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't think we would have pushed it like they did, but it happened. So.
Yeah, and take me. You talked earlier about that game-winning touchdown. that 6-yard run. Just take me through that play, man. What's going through your mind there? Because they almost had you a few times. It seemed like.
We're rolling out to the left. And the linebackers completely just scattered in coverage, and there was a lane just wide open for me. I was like, I might as well just take it. So I took it and scored.
What was the feeling when you get in? Like, what was kind of the feeling going through your mind? Was that one of the best plays you've made? Is that one of the highlight reels for you right there?
It's pretty cool, but our job wasn't finished. We were still tied. So our kicker, George, he came through and he clutched up for us, got us that 1-point lead after the buzzer.
And you were the placeholder there, right?
Right.
Yeah. Right. So you're just like, I gotta get a good hold down. What were you thinking on that last kick too?
I tried to switch the protection on the PAT. I switched it back, And then when I held it, I actually had the laces in, kind of like Marino. That wasn't too hot, but he still made it. So
Where do you rank this? I mean, it goes through, you guys storm the field. Where do you rank this? I know you made that incredible run. Where do you rank this win, though, for you guys, that you've been a part of?
This year, it's pretty high up there, probably top 1 or 2. So, I mean, that's all the team can look at right now, and just go home, rest, and yeah.
Does this win just embody what Emmett football is? Like, you guys just find ways to just get it done against all odds.
Absolutely. We're in the weight room every day, and we're not going to quit. And all of my teammates, all the kids here, they play like that every snap. So that's what got it done.
Last question for you, Caden. I mean, you're in the driver's seat for back-to-back conference titles with a few games left. I mean, just what's the feeling knowing that you guys control your destiny to go back-to-back when a lot of people didn't think you were going to win it again? What's kind of the feeling right now?
I don't think anybody but us believed in us. And so, we're still going to work hard. We still have 2 games to win if we want to be conference champs for sure. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go out there. We're going to hit them hard, finish out as strong as we can, and then we'll see what the playoffs has in store for us.
All right, King, congratulations, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now he's talking about football, but he was a star quarterback. And that makes me wonder, about his family, about, what happened to him. Is that why Emma Bailey's actually being charged? Because he's just such a prominent person in that area when it could, he was a star quarterback. I guess he went to Emmett, a school named Emmett, and won some state championships. So you're talking about a guy like his parents probably have some sort of power in the area, or, the guy, went to Idaho. Who knows? But could that be a play in here why Emma Bailey got charged? You got to share. I shared with you about Caden Young, his voice. Sounds like he had level-headed. Sounds like he was really into his football, journalism. What's going on here, people? Is Emma Bailey involved with the Moscow Idaho case or not? What's your thoughts? Reason why I wanted to share, his voice, Caden Young's voice, is to try to give you an understanding of who this guy is. What happened with this? I mean, was this fatal drugs given to him on purpose? Was it just, just a drug deal gone bad? A lot of kids are addicted on drugs. Same age as Emma Bailey. Caden and Emma Bailey, the same age. Emma Bailey's family lives like a block or 2, right behind the Moscow, Idaho home. A lot of speculation about her. I'm looking into her. I'm not really seeing a connection at this time, but what do you think? Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button, covering this case. No stone left unturned. What happened during that fatal day, November 13th, 2022? Is Emma Bailey the DoorDash driver? Is she the DoorDash driver? We'll talk soon. Stay tuned.